The last thing I would say, though, is that part of the reason that the process is so exhaustive is that I do think that when you come out of this process, you do get a stamp of approval from the Department of Energy, right? And the 10,000 engineers, scientists, and experts that work on the platform. And so I do think that means something different than raising a whole bunch of equity and putting that money to work, right? Because the equity sort of views the future as being brighter than the past. And therefore, even if there were some mistakes that are made here, they'll make it up on the back end, right? Whereas debt doesn't do that. I mean, debt gets stuck with whatever assets it underwrites for that particular deal. And so they have nothing but downside risk. They don't have any upside, right? And so that dynamic, I think, leads to extraordinary amounts of trust building with other sources of capital over time who are like, wow, if they got through that process, then they really subjected themselves to, some real scrutiny.
And Ajay, how's he doing? What feedback do you have for him on where things should continue to streamline and still be hard
I think it's just continued clarity of what's next and how to get to the brass tacks of the deal, and also I think the team did do a good job of explaining this. Sometimes other approaches can be taken. For example, getting to an indicative answer to begin, the best they can, because maybe there's process and a certain need within the DOE that needs to be followed. So that was explained to us upon many occasions. But you can imagine, of course, this question is, why can't we just get to this answer? Well, first we need to do this and then this and this. So I think the more that can be over communicated, the better.